Good evening. Welcome to Giants Roundup. The Mack truck does it again. The Giants now extend their winning streak to 4 games and climb into third place in the NL West. You can follow.
Turn up your swagger game with one-a-day men.
You can follow on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, please be kind and hit that subscribe button. And yes, wasn't the best of games out of Ty Block, but he was passable. He was good enough. The Giants got the win. All is good right now. And yeah, we will be talking some Oakland A's news tonight, some Golden State Warriors news. And Joe Panic, have yourself a night tonight. 3 for 4. Really good outing out of Joe Panic. And the Giants got to Tanner Rourke early with a belt score on a wild pitch by Rourke. Joe Panic scores to make it 1-0. And Brandon Belt, stay hot, Brandon Belt with his 6th home run of the season and hitting it over the wall to make it 3-0. Then the Nationals would come back in the 4th inning to hit on a home run by Michael Taylor to make it 3-3. And man, could you imagine all the homegrown outfield talent that is looking ripe on the vine for the Giants right now? You got Duggar starting to get warm. You're starting to see Austin Slater getting hot. Kind of a bummer that we kind of wasted some of our talent on McCutchen and Jackson. And granted, I knew McCutchen was going to be more of a stopgap than anything else. But man, we've never had a homegrown outfield before. And we've never had homegrown power. This is just a wonderful thing, seeing homegrown talent hitting big boy home runs right now. It is wonderful. It's just a wonderful feeling. And yes, in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Mack truck himself hits a 423-foot bomb to deep center. And that would be your game winner tonight. So keep on trucking Mac Williamson. It is really great. And now the Giants, with the win, are going to climb to third place. Okay, they're just a half a game out of second place at this point. So this is really good news here. And Ty Block he was serviceable. 2 walks, 3 earned runs, and 5 innings pitched. Tanner Rourke took the 4 earned runs and 6 innings pitched. The bullpens were good tonight. I mean, Reyes Maranta, that kid has got to stay up. 2 scoreless innings, really good. An 0.64 ERA out of Maranta. There is no way that Maranta goes back down once Will Smith comes back up. I think it's going to be Josh Osich that's going to be out of here. That's going to be out of here. Once Will Smith is ready to come back, I think it's Osich that's going to be the casualty. Maranta is looking like he's going to be up with the Giants long term. Congrats to Maranta, and maybe he is has a bright future in the Giants bullpen, and maybe we're starting to see some homegrown bullpen talent. Man, isn't it great seeing all these farm products coming up and producing for the Giants this early in the season? Isn't it wonderful? And then maybe next month you might have Austin Slater. I think Slater's looking to earn another call up. I think certainly if Austin Jackson continues to struggle, we see Austin Slater back up with the Giants. And no, he's not. He doesn't hit for power, but he definitely hits for average. And I think that's certainly one there. And then maybe by the summer we might see the debut of Steven Duggar. And Duggar's starting to turn it on in AAA. So I think by next year we're going to have a homegrown outfielder and possibly a roster full of homegrown players. This is something that's just a thing of beauty. Just nice to see a homegrown roster. Just picture it. And then the homegrown pitching may not be too far behind. It's great to see the farm system looking a lot better this year for the Giants. It is a thing of beauty. It is such a beautiful thing. And then Mac Williamson's over the 300 mark, 2 for 4. And he hits his third home run of the season. Moises Sierra, 2 for 3. Howie Kendrick, 2 for 3 for the Nationals tonight. And now the Nationals fall to 10-14 and will look to avoid a sweep tomorrow and have lost 4 straight. East has not looked great in the series, but they do have their ace Max Scherzer on the mound tomorrow against Jeff Samardzija. That should be a really good matinee game tomorrow. That's certainly the one to watch if you're able to watch it. I'm not. I'm going to be at work tomorrow. There's going to be no show after the game, so. But I think this is a common trend in baseball now. I think instead of big bats and big money, you're going to see a lot more of teams going to the farm system, and it's a thing. It's a wonderful thing. Seeing your homegrown talent, it makes going to minor league baseball games that much more special, knowing that they're going to be knowing that they're more likely going to be up with the Giants at some point or up with whatever team they're playing with. It's a thing of wonder. I think at some point Andy Suarez is going to earn another call up. We might see Tyler Beatty back up with the Giants in a spot start on Saturday. That's certainly one. I want to see the attendance on tonight's game. And tonight's attendance was 37,147. Definitely not a sellout. But there was a lot of happy fans, and towards the end of the game, I was really starting to see the empty seats at AT&T Park. But I don't expect them to be empty seats this weekend in the Dodger series. That's for certain. That's going to be a 4-game series, and the Dodgers always draw in the fans. Those will be sellouts. And then you're going to see a very rare doubleheader at AT&T Park on Saturday, where you're going to have a matinee game Saturday afternoon. I'll be at work during that, though. But I will come on air after the second game, so we'll do like a twofold show kind of thing on that. And then they'll clear the field out after the first game, get the field prepared for the second game, let the fans back in for the second game. This is very similar to what you would see down in San Jose on a same day where the San Jose Sharks and the San Jose Barracuda play at the same time. We just don't know how much the field is going to suffer in between games. But I've noticed usually when you have a doubleheader at SAP Center, the ice definitely suffers a bit. So we'll see how that works out. That's definitely going to be a fun series between the Giants and Dodgers. Two teams are clawing back into the race. Now the West, right now Arizona leads at 4.5 games at 16-6. Colorado 13-12. The Friars 9-16. Whereas Washington, 6.5 out of first is kind of concerning. Is are they maybe distracted with the possibility of Bryce Harper going elsewhere? Harper's average is only 257 this year. That is certainly concerning. Is Bryce Harper actually distracted, already looking ahead to next year's free agency? I really don't think he's going to be a person that's going to get 400 million this offseason. If last year's free agency was a sign of anything, I think this year's free agency may be more of the same. He may be at $250 million, so maybe 300 million. I just don't see him getting 400 million. I think the days of big paydays are starting to become long gone, with homegrown talent becoming more of a common theme with all these. Look at the Astros, look at the Cubs, look at the Dodgers. They won through the farm systems, and they still have some sort of depth in the farms. You got Boston, who's most of their talents coming through the farms. The New York Yankees, they're shedding salary, and now their prospects are starting to become ripe. So that we got the baby bombers over there in New York, along with Giancarlo Stanton. A lot of it's homegrown talent. You're not seeing a lot. The days of big paydays may be out the window at this point. And I think Bryce Harper is definitely heading towards epic fail. If it could be Scott Boras, could be epic fail for Scott Boras if he even thinks that Harper's even going to get anywhere near 400 million. I just don't see it, honestly. And if Harper continues to struggle like he has, his value is definitely going to take a hit this in free agency. But this is certainly one where maybe there is a bit of a distraction. Of course, you still have a new manager you're molding in right now. So that is something that's going on with the Nats too. I don't know how much you can fault Dave Martinez, but even Chicago's taken a bit of a decline this year. I don't think Martinez is anyway going to be one and done in Washington. But it's an adjustment for him as they're adjusting to new tactics and stuff. And I certainly think, though, that Bryce being distracted is an area of concern for the Nationals. But we'll see how Max Scherzer does. And they're definitely, and the pitching, the back end of the starting rotation's kind of been a bit of a hole for the Nationals, too, this early in the season. Whereas the Giants, they're now 11 and 12 without Bumgarner, which is actually very good. Now they get Will Smith back next week, which is going to be a boost to the bullpen. And if they can go out and hold their own in the Eastern Roadie coming up against Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh, it may not look too bad. Especially with Bumgarner maybe getting near to the point where he can start getting back into shape and stuff. That's really welcoming news for the Giants. And Chris Stratton, that's definitely a guy that's going to give you hope. There is definitely some hope in the farm right now. So definitely a lot to look forward to as we continue to go deeper into the season. All right, let's go around. Let's go. We got some Oakland A's news regarding the Oakland Coliseum. We actually have some Coliseum news tonight. And this is much welcome news for the Oakland A's fans. And looks like the Oakland Coliseum site is being sold to the city of Oakland. This is definitely, looks like they may sell the real estate back to the A's. So this is really welcome news. A lot's going to go on to what's happening with the elections too. But they are also taking then you got Howard Terminal still in play. But that definitely has some environmental issues there at Howard Terminal. So that's one thing that the knock against Howard Terminals. There's some It's almost like Hunter's Point when they tried to when San Francisco tried to sell the 49er stadium. Also tried to sell them on the old shipyard at Hunter's Point. That was almost a non-starter. But my big gripe is, and it looks like they're going to vote this week on negotiations with the A's on a ballpark at Howard Terminal. But that's going to take a lot of environmental review. And unfortunately, what I don't like about Howard Terminal, it is far away from the BART, so that's definitely a big concern for the A's. But it looks like they definitely now have a couple spots of real estate to develop a ballpark. And former A's owner Ken Hoffman, passed away a few days ago. Condolences to him. Here we go. This is looks like the land is being sold in the Coliseum to the city of Oakland, and now they're going to use that as negotiation rights with the A's to possibly develop a ballpark. I know Libby Schaff is certainly more of an advocate for Howard Terminal, but I think if they can do the Coliseum right, certainly they can maybe look at digging there. That's almost certainly shovel ready over there at the Oakland Coliseum. You could Next year is going to be the last year the Warriors are going to be playing at Oracle before they move to San Francisco and play on Mission Bay. Certainly, once they leave, you could definitely use that area to construct a new ballpark where Oracle currently sits. And then a couple years after that, the Raiders are leaving for Las Vegas. That's certainly one thing that could help. And then you take out some of the parking and try to make the Coliseum area more of an entertainment district. Maybe some loft housing, which is something they're trying to do in Anaheim around the current Angel Stadium, which I think looks like they're going to be going through some renovations of their own down in Anaheim at the Angel Stadium site. So and they're trying to put more housing out that way towards where the Angel Stadium is currently and where Honda Center is. They're trying to make that more of a sports district. But that's what maybe the A's need to do is not just try to sell a ballpark, but to sell a new vision at the Coliseum area to get fans excited. You got the BART there, and there's plenty of parking spots they can take out. Once the Raiders leave, you can put restaurants out there, loft housing. But it's certainly one thing they can do is if they can get the Coliseum site done right, I think it could spur redevelopment out there on that part of Oakland where redevelopment's needed. But yeah, but I don't. But I think the A's are going to be in Oakland for many many years to come. They're going to be the kings of Oakland, and they'll be the only team left in Oakland in a few years. And I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. Now your relocation is really going to be the Tampa Bay Rays, and their ballpark issues. We'll talk another day, but that's going to be up in the air for them. But you just got a lot of positive momentum going towards the A's right now, and it's gonna end well for the A's. They're gonna some way somehow get a new ballpark somewhere in the city of Oakland. All right, let's do the MLB roundup for tonight. The LA Dodgers lose to the Miami Marlins 3-2. Your winning pitcher is Darren Streckenritter. Your losing pitcher, Pedro Baez. And Kenta Maeda goes 6 innings strong, allowed 1 earned run and 7 strikeouts. Daniel Hudson makes his LA Dodger debut. Singrani and Baez both give up earned runs. Dylan Peters an earned run in 5 1/3 innings pitched. Nick Whitgren an earned run in 1 1/3 innings pitched. And now the Dodgers will fall to 11 and 12 on 11 on the season. And the Mariners beat the White Sox 1-0. Your winning pitcher Marco Gonzalez, who needed a good start. Your losing pitcher Chris Volstad. Kyle Seager goes 2 for 4 with a double. Tim Anderson 2 for 4 for the White Sox. Volstad goes 4 1/3 strong in a spot start today. Hector Santiago 3 1/3 strong. But this was probably the best start for the Mariners out of Marco Gonzalez this season. 6 scoreless innings. And the Cubbies pound the Indians 10-3. Your winning pitcher Tyler Chatwood. Your losing pitcher Josh Tomlin. Jose Ramirez goes 3 for 3 tonight. Kyle Schwarber had 2 home runs in this game. And this was probably the quality start they needed out of Tyler Chatwood tonight for the Cubbies. 1 earned run in 6 innings pitched. Tomlin, not good at all. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. Now carries a 9.24 ERA, not good at all. Zach McAllister, 3 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. Matt Belisle, 2 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. And the Yankees beat the Twins 8-3. Your winning pitcher, CC Sabathia. Your losing pitcher, Jose Barrios. And here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. All rise for his 7th home run of the season, and he goes 3 for 5 today. Didi Gregorius with his 8th home run of the season, and he goes 3 for 4. And Giancarlo Stanton was a disappointing 0 for 4 today. Eduardo Escobar goes 3 for 3 for the Twins. And Barrios only lasts 4 innings, 5 earned runs. Tyler Duffy, 3 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. And Sabathia, really good outing, 1 unearned run in 6 innings pitched. Dylan Betances, an unearned run in 1 1/3 innings pitched. Jason Shreve, an earned run in 1 inning pitched. And the Reds beat the Braves. They actually have won consecutive games. They are now at 5-18 on the season as they beat the Braves 9-7. Your winning pitcher Jared Hughes, your losing pitcher Max Fried. Jose Peraza goes 3 for 6 for the Reds. Scooter Gennett 3 for 5. And in this game, Votto and Gennett both had back-to-back jacks in this game. And that was Votto's first home run of the season. And that had to feel good for Joey Votto tonight. He's had a really slow start to the season. Kurt Suzuki went 3 for 5 for the Braves tonight. And Freddie Freeman had 2 home runs in this game. It was 2 for 6, and those 2 were dingers. And Brandon McCarthy, 5 runs, 3 earned, and 5 innings pitched. AJ Minter, 2 earned runs and 1 inning pitched. Fried, making his major league debut tonight, was not wonderful. And the D-backs beat the Phillies 8-4. Your winning pitcher Fernando Salas, your losing pitcher Vince Velasquez. Alex Avila goes 3 for 4 for the D-backs tonight. with a home run. Jared Dyson hit his first home run as a D-back tonight. Daniel Descalso with a home run tonight. Robbie Ray, not great at all tonight. Only goes 4 2/3 innings pitched tonight. The only good thing was the 11 strikeouts, but the 3 earned runs were not. Velasquez only lasts 4 2/3 innings also. 4 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. And the Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 4-3. Your winning pitcher, Tyler Clippard, and yes, believe it or not, Craig Kimbrell has a blown save. This was Craig Kimbrell takes the loss, and this is his first blown save of the season. Okay, it was not a save opportunity. Okay. It was not a blown save, then never mind. But still, Craig Kimbrell took the loss tonight. This is very rare you see Craig Kimbrell give up an earned run or take a loss. J.A. Happ's an earned run in 7 innings pitched for the Blue Jays. Porcello, 3 earned runs in 7 innings pitched for the Sox. Hanley Ramirez goes 3 for 5 for the Red Sox. Brock Holt, 3 for 4. And for the Blue Jays, Curtis Granderson, 3 for 5. And had his third home run of the season for Toronto tonight. And the Oakland A's continue to stay hot as they beat the Texas Rangers tonight 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Andrew Triggs. Your losing pitcher, Cole Hamels. And yes, former Giant Santiago Casilla got the save tonight for the A's. Shin-Soo Choo goes 2 for 3, along with Adrian Beltre for the Rangers. Triggs, good, probably best outing out of the year for Triggs for the A's tonight, and Casilla gets his first save of the season. And the Angels beat the Astros 8-7. Your winning pitcher Jim Johnson, your losing pitcher Joe Smith. And Cam Bedrosian picks up the save tonight, his first save of the season for the Angels. George Springer 3 for 5. Marwin Gonzalez goes 2 for 3 for the Astros tonight. Andrelton Simmons goes 3 for 4 for the Angels, and the Angels recapture first place tonight with the win. Mike Trout hits his 10th home run of the season. But they were able to weather a bad outing out of Ohtani tonight. Shohei Ohtani only goes 5 1/3, walks 5, allows 4 earned runs. Did get the 7 strikeouts, but the Bats were able to bail him out. Charlie Morton wasn't that much better either, though. 4 earned runs in 4 innings pitched, 5 walks out of Morton. So not a good day for both starters. 4 earned runs out of Joe Smith. Neither team was sharp on pitching tonight. And the Brewers beat the Royals 5-2. Your winning pitcher, Zach Davies. Your losing pitcher, Ian Kennedy, only goes 3 innings, allows 4 earned runs. Lorenzo Cain goes 2 for 3. Ryan Braun goes 2 for 3 for the Brewers. Jonathan Villar goes 3 for 4. Travis Shaw hits his 5th home run of the season tonight. Ian Kennedy only survives 3 innings, 4 earned runs. Zach Davies, 6 earned runs, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, not bad. And now the Milwaukee Brewers are in first place in the NL Central at this moment at 15-9. And in 10 innings, the Mets beat the Cardinals 6-5. Your winning pitcher, Ryan Gesselman. Your losing pitcher, Matt Bowman. And Jerus Familia picks up his 9th save of the season. Tommy Pham goes 3 for 3 for the Cardinals tonight. Hey, Bruce goes 3 for 5 for the Mets tonight. and hit his second home run of the season too. Bam hit his third home run of the season tonight. Zach Wheeler, not great tonight. 4 earned runs and 4 innings pitched. Matt Harvey gives up an earned run out of the pen tonight. 2 innings out of the pen for Harvey. Luke Weaver wasn't that much better either. 4 2/3 innings pitched. 4 earned runs in 6 walks tonight, so not a good line either for both pitchers in that game. And the Rockies shut out the Padres tonight, 8-0. Your winning pitcher Kyle Freeland, your losing pitcher Eric Lauer. Trevor Story hits his 6th home run of the season for Colorado tonight. And Freeland, 7 scoreless innings, 8 strikeouts out of Freeland tonight. Lauer, 7 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks in 3 innings pitched. And 2 more rainouts. The Orioles and Rays were postponed, and the Tigers and Pirates were postponed due to weather tonight. That's now 28 weather postponements in the month of April, a new MLB record. Well, that is as Mother Nature continues to wreak havoc on baseball this year. We'll see if things change as we go into the month of May. Tonight, down on the farm, no games tonight, so it was dark night in the minors. But tonight, the Golden State Warriors finished their series with the San Antonio Spurs. Win the series 4-1. As it was a good start for Kevin Durant, 25 points out of Durant. Draymond, 17 points out of Draymond Green. Klay Thompson, 24 points. So their big three was really good tonight. And now they will play the New Orleans Pelicans in the second round. And I think they could challenge them a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be that much of a match for the Warriors. I mean, it would have been a better series if DeMarcus Cousins would have stayed healthy. But yeah, if they're able to defend, if they're able to limit Anthony Davis, I think the Warriors could certainly take it in 5 or 6 games if they're able to shut down Anthony Davis. We'll see if Steph Curry's healthy for the next series. But I think this is one where the Warriors can take it easily and then get ready for a collision course with Houston. And also special congratulations to the Philadelphia 76ers, who have had many years of futility and not just went to the playoffs this year. Now they've won a playoff series and will advance to the second round to play likely the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Boston Celtics or the Milwaukee Bucks. Brett Brown definitely has to be a candidate for Coach of the Year in the NBA at this point. There is no doubt about it. He has earned his stripes. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Everybody have a good night. I will see you back on Friday. There'll be no show tomorrow. No show tomorrow. It's a weekday afternoon game. No show Thursday. No game on Thursday. So it'll be Friday. So everybody have a good night. Have a wonderful sleep well and smile and enjoy this homegrown power the Giants are growing. It's a wonderful thing.